package holiday, so when it's got like a hotel and resort, so the ones that you go like travel agents book for you mostly.
Probably either a beach holiday or a city break, but I do also quite like camping.
Not really as so much, because I feel like it's blown up by the media, to be fair, because I'm just like, in June I went to Egypt and Turkey, so that's like two of the most high-risk places, so not really, to be fair.
I'd say yes and no. Like, there's probably certain places that would probably make me more worried to go there than like other places. Like, I probably wouldn't be so worried going on like a normal beach holiday to a resort, but then if you go into like, say, places like Germany that have been hit quite a lot recently, or France, that would probably make me a little bit more worried, but I try not to let it affect me too much.
Probably more like Iran, Iraq. I wouldn't go there. Afghanistan, because it is an hour. Like, it's like I'm kind of contradicting myself because I'm saying I don't believe in the media, but then the media also says that Iraq and Iran, places like that, are like high in war and like terrorism as well. It's everything you hear on the news, and probably America at the moment. I wouldn't go there because of the whole Donald Trump situation and the fact that they're getting terrorist threats. So yeah, I wouldn't go there.
I'd like to say no, I'd like to think that I'd go everywhere, but I think that there are probably certain places I wouldn't go, like Egypt and the Middle East and places like that, but there's maybe some places in Europe as well that I'd probably not feel as comfortable going to because of everything that's happened recently, but I'd try not to let it influence me too much.
I do both. I listen to the media, and then I also go on Google and Google everything. Like, I Googled the worst things. Like, when I went to Egypt, I Googled the Egypt bombings when it happened, how many years ago it was, and then I tried to see if it was actually real or not, or if it was just politics. Because a lot of it in Egypt and Turkey is politics. But yeah, I was scared to get on the plane, because like, when I got onto it, like, I'm not being racist, but there was a lot of like East Asian people on there, and it was a bit like. And also because they were like doing, I think they were doing Eid at the time or something.
Yeah.
So it was very Muslim heavy on the planes, that's why.
I think it depends on what newspapers and media outlets that you read and pay attention to, because some of them are wanting to scare you a lot more, and they use scaremongering to try and influence their sort of points of views and political opinions. But I think it's always best to do your own research first.
They need to. Do you know what? When I went to Turkey, there was like 7 checks, right? And I got stopped in the airport because I had tan from Egypt, so they thought I was like, trying to leave the country illegally or something. And the same thing happened to me in Egypt. They thought I was Arabic. They tried to speak Arabic to me. I don't know what they're saying. Then they tested me or something. And I was like there for like 10 minutes, just trying to like confirm that I was British. I even showed my passport. They didn't believe me.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I don't think there's enough safety procedures in Greenland.
Yes, I went abroad last week and the security in place was really, really stringent. I've been to places like New York. You have to take like your shoes off and you have to go through loads of scanners, and like my boyfriend's diabetic, he had to take a letter on the plane as well with him so he could use his syringe. I do think that they take it incredibly seriously, and I think that's easily for the best.
Turkey and then Egypt. So I was in Turkey for 7 hours, and then over there, actually, because the documentary that I watched about Egypt, the Turkish bombings, was actually in the airport that I was staying at for 7 hours. So yeah, to be fair, it's been scary. It was really scary because I wasn't feeling well either, so I was like really much more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been to New York 3 times, all of which were after 9/11. The first time I went, it was not that long after. I didn't particularly feel that nervous, but that's probably because I was quite young. The only thing that I remember was that it was just really, really sad. It was still really raw, like there was still like rubble and everything like that there. The latter few times I went, it was when they'd started to build, I think is it called the Peace Tower? Now they'd started to build that, and I think that changed the atmosphere completely. But the one thing that you do notice is people's attitudes to it. They're resilient, and it just goes to show that they they don't feel nervous, they get on with their lives. So I suppose that you should take something from that in a way.